Hello, Fat Grandma here. It is Monday morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning. Um, I may not post this to YouTube until Tuesday, but if you have not been here before, my name is Paula. I have a very small eBay store. I occasionally sell on Poshmark, but I haven't had a Poshmark sale in 3 weeks now. So it's kind of back to normal for me with Poshmark. Um, I did have 10 sales this week, a couple of decent ones, but my ASP is up a little bit from last week. However, the number of sales has dropped. So, it goes back and forth. um, anyway, what I normally do is talk about my sales, and then if there's anything else to talk about, I will do that. But I'm going to try something different now, and I'm going to do my solds video on Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesdays. And then if I have other things to talk to you guys about, or any sourcing or anything that's gone on, I will do another video later in the week. Probably Fridays or Saturdays. I'm not sure. I don't want to pick a certain day because then I'm kind of locked into that. So I'll just say there'll be another video later in the week if I have anything to share with you guys, or if I've gone out and picked any stuff up. If you saw my last video that I released just a few days ago, it was one of my quickie videos, and that was, I talked about some stuff that the 99 cent only store had. I went back, and I've got some footage that I will probably share with you guys later in the week. I went to 3 different 99 cent only stores. I was on a quest, so, and they all get different stuff. So anyway, I ended up picking up one of those cookie jars that I talked about in the last video, and one of the Fox cookie jars. I was hesitant because they were a little bit more expensive than the rest of the merchandise, and I didn't know if I would be able to sell it. So that was one of my sales. I had it listed for, I don't know, not even 48 hours, and it sold. So I will get to that, but I may go pick up another one since that one did sell, and I didn't make as much profit on it as I would with most items, but I did make some profit. So, it was worth it. And depending on what else sells in the next week, I'll either go pick up some more stuff or I'll just leave it as is. Anyway, I'm going to get into my solds, and so I'm going to explain the thumbnail for my video this week. And so the reason that I look like a zombie in my thumbnail now on my channel and on the thumbnail for the video is I was watching another YouTuber, 1 Foot Flipper, and at the beginning of his video, he said the word zombie, like, I don't even know, 12 times, I think. And I've had very little sleep. I had 3 hours of sleep last night. And so I get a weird sense of humor, more weird than normal, and it's kind of dark and twisted. And if I'm tired, if I'm sleep deprived, I either get really cranky or I get super weird. And so today I've just been in a weird mood, and he said zombie a bunch of times, and I said, you said zombie so many times, I'm tempted to change my profile or my avatar pic, the pic for my channel. And so Soda City Flipper, I think that's the name. I don't know if that's his name. I'll correct myself. I'll put a note up here if I'm wrong. Anyway, he said, do it. So I did. I found an AI thing where you can go in and take your image and turn yourself into a zombie. And so that's what I did. So I'm going to leave that on my channel until Halloween, till after Halloween. So I'm going to look like, it's kind of like a cross between the Joker and a zombie, the way it turned out. Anyway, so that's what you guys are going to see for the next little over a month. And I also noticed while I was looking at my channel and making that change that I have 420 subscribers now. So that's what's going on with my thumbnail for this video, the 420. I thought that was kind of funny, and maybe that's my weird, tired sense of humor kicked in, and so I decided to do my video thumbnail and highlight the 420, and also use my zombie image on there too. So that's what that's all about. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to get into my sales, and then I think that's going to be it for this video. The first item that I sold this week was a bride's basket with a pink ruffled glass bowl. It was quadruple silver plated. Anyway, I paid $12.50 for this item in an auction, and I sold it for $70. They paid $15.33 in shipping. Now, my profit, I ended up just about doubling my money by the time eBay took their fees and my cost of goods for the item, because I bid $12.50 on it, which is a little bit higher than I would normally bid on one item. But I've never had a bride's basket before, and I really wanted to have one to sell. And I've only had it listed for a few weeks, so it sold in less than a month. It didn't sell for as much as I wanted to get out of it, but I made my money back. I doubled my money, and you know, after all the fees and everything else. So I'm happy with the amount. I took an offer. I did have it priced for 85, I believe. And they sent me an offer for 70, and you know, it's one of those things where I could either counter and lose the sale potentially, or just decline and, you know, say no thank you. I haven't had it listed for a month yet, because normally I don't come down on my prices until I've had something listed for a month. But this is one of those items that not everyone is looking for, and there's only a handful of buyers out there for this kind of thing. So when someone comes along and makes a decent offer, you know, where I'm going to double my money, and I got my money back faster than I normally would have on something like this. So I went ahead and took it, you know. I could have made more if I'd sat on it but it could have been 6 months before someone else came along that was interested in this particular item. There aren't a ton of them listed that have the glass bowl with them. So I did have that going in my favor, but the silver plated part of, you know, the frame that goes around it was not as fancy as some of them are. And I think that could have, you know, been a deciding factor in whether or not I could have gotten more for it. So I'm happy with it. And, you know, and it was a good sale, so I'm fine with that. The next item I sold was a pancake egg rings cookie cutters. You'll see the photo what they are, and I got these in an auction lot at least a year ago. They have been sitting here listed forever, and I've been marking them down, and they finally sold for $7.59. I do not remember what I paid for these. I don't remember if I got them at the auction where they start at $1 for the lots, or if there was anything else with them. The absolute most I would have paid for these would have been $5. So I broke even on these if that's what I paid for them. I have a feeling there were other items in the lot though, but I don't remember. It's been a long time. So at least they're gone, and I made my money back if I did pay $5 for that lot, and if they were the only thing in there. Anyway, the next item I sold was a Jerusalem olive wood crosses expandable book rack, and it expanded from 12 inches to 16.5 inches, and it's old, is vintage, and it sold for $14, and the shipping was $9.88. And I think I paid $5 for this item, and I thought that it would sell for more, but I've had it listed for at least 6 months, I believe. And you know, so I started reducing the price a little bit, and it finally sold. So I made some profit on it, but not a lot. The next item I sold was a Flexfit UHaul cap. It was a baseball cap, basically. solid black, and the U-Haul was embroidered on it, but you couldn't really see it unless you really looked, because the embroidery was black also. It was a large to an extra large size, and it sold for $5. And I got this in a lot with some other hats, and I think that's paid for, so it's a little bit of profit. The next item I sold was to a viewer. She has an eBay store, so I will put her link down in the description for the video. If you're interested, you can. She's got a wide variety of stuff like I do. So, you can take a look at her store. But anyway, she bought a lot. I had a 1950s children's activities for home and school magazines, and they were not in great shape. I mean, still good enough shape that you can read everything, and you can read the articles and the stories in them and stuff. And there's like crossword puzzles and things like that. I remember seeing these when I was a kid. But anyway, she paid $10 for them and $5.42 in shipping. So Butterfly Acres is her eBay store. And again, I will put the link down in the description. But thank you so much for your purchase. I really appreciate the support. I don't know how she manages to find weird things in my store that she's interested in, but she does every once in a while. This is not the first time she's purchased from me. Okay, so the next item I sold was serving utensils. They were leaf and vine Godinger, silver plated. It was a 3-piece set. They were 11 inches long. They sold for $17.99, and the shipping was $7.35. Let's see, and I do not remember where I got those. I think I got them in a lot of silver plated items, but if that's the case, they've been listed for a very long time, over a year for sure. So I'm glad they finally sold. The next item I sold was a strawberries and white flowers casserole dish with a lid, 1970s, Fitz and Floyd. And this casserole dish was in a lot with some plates, some salad plates that also had strawberries on them, and a dish with the dividers and stuff in it, like a dip, like a vegetable dish or whatever that you could cut up vegetables in, and then the dip in the center. I believe I paid $12.50 for the whole lot. Not positive. Let me double check if I can find them. Oh no, I paid $5 for that lot. So $5 for everything. So, and this casserole dish sold for $11.20 and $8.56 in shipping. So that lot is now paid for. So whenever those plates and the veggie dish sell, those will just be pure profit. I made a little bit of profit on this, not a lot, but a couple dollars. But that lot is paid for now. They've been listed for a little while, not too long. I think maybe 3 months or so. When did I buy these? Oh, it was July, middle of July. So August, September, yeah, so 2 months. I wasn't too far off there. Anyway, so that was a good sale. I was glad to see someone finally buy those. The next item I sold was another one of those frosted crystal Hummel figurines, and they bought one of them, and it was $3.75, and they paid $7.85 in shipping. So I have one of those left, and I hope it goes away soon, and I'll have to ever deal with the Hummel figures again. Let's see. Next item I sold was a vintage blue Carnation ironstone 6-inch saucer. It was made in Japan. I don't even remember where this came from. It was in a lot with a bunch of other stuff, probably some random plates. Anyway, it sold for $5.99, and they paid $6.78 in shipping. And the last item I sold was that cookie jar from the 99-cent only store. And I believe I might have to pause you guys for a second, because I was going to look to see what I paid for that. I cannot remember the exact amount. $6.99 plus tax, so probably around $7.50. I paid for it. Anyway, they paid $15.99 for the cookie, the cookie jar, and $12.47 for shipping. This was a weird ordeal with the shipping, and I don't know how it's going to go because I'm taking this to the post office tomorrow, on Tuesday. I don't do international shipping at all. I have all of the countries blocked. I don't want to deal with it. And a lot of scamming goes on, things get broken. I don't have the energy to deal with any of that. So I have all of those things blocked so that, international buyers can't shop in my store. But this was an APO address, and I'd not had that. I've not dealt with that before. And when I went to print the shipping label, I put the weight in and the measurement, the measurements of the box once I had it all ready to go. And the print label button wasn't highlighting, it wasn't lit, so that I couldn't click on it to print the label. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And I realized that I could scroll down, and all of a sudden I see all this stuff about APO and filling out customs forms and stuff, and I'm like, what the hell? So, because I have not ever had one of these, I've been selling now for a little over a year and a half, from March, April, May, June, July, August, so it's a year and a half exactly. I've been selling, and I've never had one of these. Apparently they're military, and I don't know where they're stationed, but it's a military shipping address, and they were asking weird questions, and there was like numbers I was supposed to put in. I don't know how this is going to go when I take it to the post office. So, it may or may not get shipped. If it doesn't get shipped, if they ask me weird questions or they want me to pay more or whatever when I take it to the post office, I'm going to cancel the order. I don't want to deal with this, and I have gone into my business policies and changed my shipping so that the APO addresses, mailing addresses, can't purchase from me. I don't want to deal with any of this weird stuff where they're going to ask for codes, and I mean, I don't even know. I don't. I'm too tired, and I didn't want to deal with it, and I had to. So, and when you take these to the post office, you have to actually physically hand it to the clerk. So I can't drop it in the chute. I'm going to have to stand in line, which I normally don't do. Every once in a while I will. If I can't put my packages through the chute to just drop them off, I have to stand in line, but I normally don't stand in line. And now I'm going to have to because of this sale. I don't want to do it again. So I've now blocked APO mailing addresses or shipping addresses from purchasing in my store. Sorry, I just don't want to deal with it. But anyway, I think I told you guys they paid $15.99 and $12.47 for shipping. I will let you guys know what happens with the shipping on this when I do my next video. I've got some footage, like I said, from poking around at 99-cent store, and I went to 3 different stores, and I checked out another store that I've seen when I've gone to pick up my auction stuff. And I can't remember the name of it right now, but you guys will see, maybe you may see some footage from me going in there. Anyway, I guess that's it for my sales. Not much else to tell you guys about. I'll get into that in the next video. Anything personal or whatever that I want to talk to you guys about. This is just my solds. So, and Simon is sleeping, so he's not going to make a cameo this time. Maybe next time. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in a few days with another video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you soon. Bye.